All right, I made it through my day yesterday. Could have been a really stressful day, but it really wasn't that bad at all. And I met a cool person. The person who was watching me film started talking to me after my last video where I'm wearing the big coat thing, and was talking to me about like some different get-togethers and stuff, and invited me to some game nights. So that would be fun. I'm cooking right now. I'm gonna have eggs and potatoes. I think I took my Thrive women's capsules this morning, and I'm gonna got my water ready to mix up with some lifestyle mix. This apple pie one is my favorite. Look at all those vitamins in there and minerals. I love it. Okay, I'm going to shake it up. So tasty. I just love that flavor. I think because it has oats in it, the oat bran and the rice bran, it tastes really good with the apple cinnamon flavor to me. See how my potatoes are doing. Oh, gotta pay more attention. So I did something this morning that might have been kind of dumb. Pretty dumb. I spoke out against Monsanto. And they responded back to me because it was on Instagram. They're like making these Instagram, it's like an ad, I think. It's like a post. They have an account called Monsanto Co. And trying to tell me really stupid stuff like that they don't make farmers buy their seeds, but the seeds that you buy from them are only good for a single generation, which I think means one crop. Anyway, I tend to think of myself as insignificant, and that not a lot of people are going to be influenced by what I say or do. And the funny thing is that I got on Instagram purposely thinking I'll just add a few friends that I really, don't talk to on Facebook that much, or people that I don't know. I was thinking of it as being a more intimate experience, and as in like not having as many, I guess they're followers on Instagram, not friends, whatever. So my hair's terrible. So I don't have a bunch of people on there or anything. Don't think I'm a big threat to anybody, but I'm just speaking the truth. Like someone on there said that Monsanto hardly ever sues farmers, and then I found a really large number of, I think it was 144 people they had sued in this certain time period. I found it from the Federal Appeals Court, the case where like a bunch of people made like an appeal against Monsanto. I'm growing my celery here. Oh, sorry, that was lettuce. This is celery that I'm growing. Changing out the water. See, if you cut off like a couple inches of it, it'll start to grow roots. Oh, the lighting is terrible. So I'm letting it grow roots, and then I can plant it. Some of you probably think that's gross, and some of you probably think it's interesting. It's just a little hobby, I guess. I like growing as much of my own food as I can. And then I belong to a local farmers co-op. And I can get really local, really fresh produce there. It's my favorite store in town. And they have fair trade stuff from all over the world, like as far as, you can't get local coconut oil here or anything like that. Anyway, I'm feeling slightly concerned right now about the fact that I spoke up about things. But I also, my cousin, Kat White, is the one who even taught me about Monsanto. I didn't know what they were doing. I had a fiance whose uncle was a hops farmer, and out in this area somewhere of Washington, and we went to visit them, and that's when I first learned about GMO. And I think he thought it was interesting because they could mix, like, one of the things they did was made pluots, which is like a plum and an apricot mixed together. But I think he was saying he wasn't going to buy their seed, and that it really wasn't fair that you'd have to buy new seed every year, because the way that farmers have been propagating their crops since Genesis, whatever, if you don't believe in the Bible, since the beginning of time, is that they save the seeds like I've been doing and then replant them, or some of them, my friend taught me last year, grow as what she calls volunteers. So I wrote like what worked for me the year before and a trick. Oh, Epsom salt. See? Because I can't remember all these details of how to do things. Here's another one. My neighbor's playing some 90s rock, I think it is, or 80s rock. And when you do it that way, my seed was, my hair is driving me crazy. My seed was free, I mean, just cost the labor that I put in to save it, which isn't much, honestly. And I pointed out on Instagram, I made like 4 different replies to people who were saying things that weren't true on there. But I was saying that even Monsanto has to get their seed from a plant, just like anybody would, any farmer, any scientist, any person. I said, we can't create a seed in a lab yet. Just like we can't create life. Like, I'm sure they would love to. They were trying to clone Dolly when I was in like elementary school, which was a sheep. But the thing is, we don't know what creates life. Well, I believe that God gives us life. But, as far as like, they're trying to make scientific discoveries. Here, I gotta drink the rest of my Thrive drink. They're trying to make scientific discoveries, and I'm sure they would love if they could, create animals and people and seeds that grow into plants, all from just molecules in the lab, but they haven't figured that part out yet. Anyway, I'm ranting. I'll talk more about that later if I can formulate a nice, clear thought. I was just sharing how I'm feeling about the fact that I spoke up and Monsanto is talking back, or one of their representatives. Okay, I'm gonna finish cooking breakfast, and I think I will do a weigh-in before I eat. I know you guys love my weigh-ins. Okay, catch up with you later. Thanks for watching.